Hi, everybody. Welcome to Eating Peace this week. I'm dressed ready to go to my Saturday morning dance, which I do almost every single week, as long as I'm in Seattle, where this takes place. It's the most joyful experience of movement and so intense, sweat inducing. Everybody's so happy, and there's such a huge, incredible smorgasbord of music there. So I love it so much. And how wonderful to be inspired by such movement without thinking I should be moving. I should be exercising, which is how I used to feel and used to actually run at 6 a.m. in the morning, or other times of day I had these rigorous, sort of torturous exercise practices, all in an effort to get in shape and be the right shape and be the right level of thinness, or feel completely depressed and hopeless and do absolutely nothing at all. So the only thing I wanted to share today is watching the place that comes to the middle of that. You know, if you believe I should exercise, I must, I demand it, it's required for health, it's required for a happy life, it's required for thinness, that drive, that intensity, that dictator who is speaking is no fun. It's not really a way to live at all. It doesn't feel right. It's good to question. You can feel the intensity of that kind of effort to control. And the control seems to work. It seems to be like this intense, raging sometimes, angry, furious, tight-fisted kind of control. From that space, you should exercise. Is that true? Who would you be without that thought? I think life is supposed to be fun, relaxing. Sometimes we encounter troubling things and we move with them like weather patterns. You know, we don't have to be so tight and furious and upset and driving ourselves, pushing so hard. And there's the other side that is an experience of hopelessness and apathy and who cares anyway. And I'm just, I'm not even going to step out of my house, which also is very stressful. It's got a different kind of energy. If you gave a color or a texture, a temperature to these kinds of feelings, maybe the dictator would be sort of red and driving and pushing. Well, the hopeless feeling to me is like gray and kind of longing and sad and difficult, hopeless. You feel the body just cave in and not really want to do anything. It's also a state of mind, gray and cold and dull and metallic. That also can be questioned. You know, I can't get out of bed. I don't want to do anything. Is that actually true? Who would you be without that story? Who would you be without that thought? This situation is hopeless. Those are two very extremes, but I love finding sort of a balanced middle, or something that is even outside of either one of those, another alternative. Such joy, I feel, on Saturday, humor, playfulness. We call it the dancing playground, and that's what it feels like, although most of the people are adults and people well all the way into their 80s. My mother comes to this dance quite often. But you can find something like this that's joyful no matter where you are, and it can be a walk along the street. Something I just noticed, we do have these bodies, even if we are not these bodies. And there's a wonder about their movement. And if we didn't have a thought about what should be happening or shouldn't be happening, can we discover what we love to do, what feels right for us? Not everything can feel right for me that feels right for other people. There's sort of a beauty in that, something incredibly precious and sweet. I just learned something the other day. I'm about to have a birthday and I'm turning 58. And I learned something the other day that about some of the aging body and lifting weights, and we've all heard that, doing this kind of thing. And I got kind of excited about changing up something, doing it a little bit differently because of just learning some information. Oh, interesting. That might be really good. I might need to do something different, or I'd love to learn that. Exciting. We'll see where it goes, but it could be a different way that I'm experiencing the movement of the body joyfully. Joy. That's the message of the day, bringing joy to our movement, joy to our thinking about movement, winds up offering joy to the actual movement itself, whether it's slow or fast, just right for your body and your condition today only, not what the plan is for all the driving or all the apathy into the future, just today, noticing that there's an equal amount of getting up and moving and being awake and moving about, and then there's also sleeping and resting completely still, that both are part of the human condition in the body. So enjoying both rest and movement, stillness and activity. All right. Lots of love, everybody. Enjoy yourself.